Hi, I'm Tomo Bystedt. I'm the lead product creation person for woods at TaylorMade. So the lineup of the Fairways kind of mirrors the driver a little bit. We have a Plus model, a Core model, and a brand new HD model in that as well. And really, again, the kind of player targets are going to be similar to the driver. You're going to find that, again, mid to lower handicap player gravitating towards the Plus. It is a lower spinning product. It's a little smaller head size, definitely geared towards more adjustability as well, that better player can take advantage of. In the Core model, again, it's going to be really of that blend of distance and forgiveness that we are so known for with these products. And then with the HD, it's going to be really focusing on getting the ball in the air and maximum forgiveness. Especially in the fairway wood, that club has been something we've worked on for several years now, and really we've kind of harnessed the ability to maximize the use of carbon, slightly shallower profile to make it an incredibly forgiving product. So not only is it going to be draw biased and promote high launch, but also extremely forgiving on off-center hits. So one of the things, I mean, there's a lot of advantages to having a sliding weight that goes from the back to the front. And the reason for that is fairway wood is a very personal club to the player, especially when you get to the better player. How do you use the club, first of all? Do you use it off the tee, off the fairway? Are you looking to hit it into par fives? Are you just using it off the tee? Are you looking for low spin? Are you a high spin player or a low spin player? There's a lot of different factors that go into choosing the right fairway wood for you. And so a lot of times you have to make some compromises. The club that spins the right for you may be a little smaller than you like, or it might be not forgiving enough, or it might have different things. This is a club now where you can actually get the size of head that you want, the loft that you want, and then independently of that, dial in your trajectory and say, I got the loft I want, but I want it to spin at 3,200. Well, guess what? You can go on the range, you can slide that weight back and forth and impact meaningful changes in spin rates to, again, control your flight. Not only that, but then when you play different courses, let's say you have a trip to Bandon Dunes or something like that, it's super windy. Hell, that morning I need to really hit that ball low. That morning you just slide that weight forward and you have a totally different golf club, but it still works the same as what you've been playing all year because it's the same swing weight, the same loft, same look and feel and everything else. So the versatility there is really off the charts in this product. I would say the other thing too on the tie fairway, which is really interesting on the Stealth 2 Plus, is gapping is an interesting one, right? So most people nowadays have multiple fairway woods, right? You'll have a 3 and a 5 or a 3 and a 7 or a 3, 5 and a 7 or whatever. You might have different setups. One of the trickiest part of that is making sure that your gaps are right. So you might have your 3 wood going 240 yards or 230 yards, and then you want your 5 wood at a certain distance to gap to whatever your longest iron is or hybrid. You can do that now with the weight. You can basically say, I want my 5 wood to go exactly this far. And again, you can use that weight to dial that in without having to kind of go to a different club altogether. So it's really, from a fitting and a gapping standpoint, super useful as well. New lineup of rescues for Stealth 2. In some ways it's a refinement of what we had. In some ways, obviously, it's a new product like the HD. Talking about the Plus, first of all, the Plus was really built on sort of this idea that we started with the Sim 2 rescue and then built into the Stealth Plus, where it's more of an iron-like hybrid. We looked at how golfers present the hybrid. Some people are sweepers, some people head down on the ball a bit more, take divots with it. This is a little bit more for that attacking player, wants to spin the club a bit more, and so we've shaped it accordingly. Now for this version, for the Stealth 2 Plus, we're taking a lot of feedback from tour players on making the leading edge a little straighter, tightening up that leading edge radius, that top line's a little straighter as well, give it a bit more of that iron-like feel, but obviously preserving that forgiveness and that distance that club is known for. In the Core model, again, we've built on the success of the Stealth rescue that we currently have. That club is obviously in play in a lot of people's bags around the world, but also on tour that gets played. So it's one of those really crossover products that has appeal with both better players and also that average golfer as well. And that club, we've actually extended the carbon crown. We have now this infinity carbon crown, and that extra weight we're saving, we're able to make that club more forgiving and a bit lower CG. So just kind of squeezing out the maximum we can out of that recipe. And then finally with the HD, the cool thing about that is we had a great Core rescue, and we could kind of adapt some of the things we learned in the HD fairway into that. So it's kind of like a combination of the best things from the HD fairway and the Core rescue into one club. So it's a little shallower profile like the Fairways, a little longer front to back, focusing on that easy launch with draw bias. And it's a great complement also to the HD irons that we're launching, the new Stealth HD irons. Fitting is obviously a huge part of what these products are built upon. And to that end, we're offering different heads to make that fitting process easier as well. Obviously, as a fitter, you want to make sure that whatever golfer shows up to get fit, you can actually fit that person into the optimal head combination with the shafts, grips, lengths, and all those things. But obviously, to extract the maximum out of these products, they need to be fit to you, right? So having the right lie angle on the irons, having the right loft on your woods, and make sure the gapping is good, all those things are critical for you to play your best. Even as good as the clubs are themselves, we can get more out of it by custom fitting them. So visit your local Worldwide Golf retail locations to get fit into your new Stealth 2 woods.